And it was like this threat, this warning to.
He knew what type of person he was about to be, though. He was about to be big.
Yeah, but I mean, she's just trying to like figure out what to do in the
Yeah.
aftermath of all this. You know what rights, and you know, she obviously, if there's anybody that should be, if anybody ought to have rights to it. And can you imagine doing that to somebody's mother?
Obviously, you know, because of the whole funeral. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, is he touring?
He was supposed to be touring with the Frank White Experience, the band.
Really?
And now, like I said, we going to Paris in 2 weeks. That's what we was going for.
Okay.
But then they canceled the show. So, yeah.
Okay. Huh.
But I'm quite sure that the band is still playing because I know they probably had a contract out there. So I'm quite sure they're still playing. Just without C's.
What do you think of them trying to, I guess the state, they're trying to sell the catalog now?
With his masters and stuff, right? They said that they're trying to. I don't know where they got that from. I don't know.
That's on every like news site.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that caused that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they got that idea. I don't know why they doing it now after all these years.
But they did it just as soon as
she passed. Yeah.
Which is like
weird. Yeah.
You know, there's a when shortly after Biggie passed, Voletta was going to get mail from his place in Jersey. Elliott Court or something like that in Jersey, where he was living. Because they're all under indictment. At the time that he passed, him and Cease and Damien.
For the guns, I think it was?
Yeah, it was guns and weed, yeah. Back when we were.
Yeah.
And so they had just done, and so T-Neck.
Yeah.
T-Neck, yeah.
T-Neck had indicted all of those guys. So there was a standing indictment, and that's why they were being followed. One of the reasons they were being followed when they were in LA at the time.
Right.
Either side. And so, anyways, months go by, and Voletta goes over to pick up mail from their house in Teaneck, and there's a dead fish wrapped in in some like wax paper, and with a note attached to it, and just stay out of the fucking music business. And it was like this threat, this warning to.
He knew what type of person he was about to be, though. He was about to be big.
Yeah, but I mean, she's just trying to like figure out what to do in the aftermath of all this. You know what rights, and you know, she obviously, if there's anybody that should be, if anybody ought to have rights to it. And can you imagine doing that to somebody's mother? And so there's a dead fish in the mailbox. And, you know, back in New York in those days, you know, the whole idea, like, you sleep with the fish, it's like a warning.
It's crazy.
Right? Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What did she do?
She called the police and they reported it. They made a police report about it, but they couldn't track it. It wasn't like, there's no return address on the fish. But it was unbelievable. I mean, she never... I don't know. I just feel like, aside from him, she was like the next victim in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Years and years and years of being dragged down a road of hopelessness with her investigation.
Yeah.
Her attorneys completely fucked her over, taking advantage of they all knew they had a losing case, but they just they thought the city of Los Angeles was going to settle. And that's all it was. Like, when they heard that number of 400 million, and then LA is like, let's go to trial. All right, we'll take 200 million. Let's go to trial. We'll take 20 million. Let's go to trial. Let's settle for 2 million. Let's go to trial. And the LA was like, we aren't going to settle for anything because you don't have a case. This is all, just theory.
Yeah.
And so for me, because I know those attorneys, her attorney, Perry Sanders, he just was confident we're going to get a settlement. He didn't care about what the truth was. He just wanted to settle. And she spent, of her own money, over almost $2 million, trying to get some answers. And her attorneys were just always like, yeah, we're going to, I don't know. It's frustrating. The whole thing's horrible.